Hello, this is Dr. Venus Opal Reese with Defying Impossible, and this is our third and final video, as promised, in our video series for the Defy Impossible Breaking the Inner Glass Ceiling teleseminar that's coming up. And this video is all about the 5 Ds, the 5 keys, the 5 secrets to defying the impossible in your professional and personal life. And we'll get into these 5 Ds in a much more detail on the call, but to get you started, to whet your appetite, we're going to begin now. So the first D in defying the impossible in your professional and your personal life is to determine your current relationship with yourself. Remember, your net worth will never exceed your self-worth. You will never outperform your self-image, and as Dave Ramsey says, and this is his style, you will never out-earn your stupidity. And I love him for saying it. I feel him, and I have lived this, so he has a valid point. So you can't know where you're going to go if you don't know where you already are. Okay? So you have to determine your current relationship with yourself. And the reason why that's so valuable is really quite simple. If you're about to embark on the most intimate and sacred, really like personal, private transformation of your life, if you don't know where you are with you, then you don't know what victories to celebrate. And if you don't know where you are with you, you don't know how to course correct if you're off track. So you want to start off really with as Lisa Nichols has a wonderful saying. I love it in her book, No Matter What. She says, locate the dot. Where's your dot? You know how in the mall they have like the little place you are here where the dot is? It's a beautiful visual. And so you need to know where you are with you so you can make a plan of action, so you can know where to go or what to celebrate. So that's the first D. Okay? The second D is to declare your independence from the tyranny and strongholds that have kept you safe, small, and stuck. Now, when I say declare your independence, I really do mean use language as a creative medium. Have you ever noticed that life really does go the way you say? Like if you say, I'm going to have a great day, you have a great day. Or if you say this day sucks, whoo, don't you win that game? I know I do. Have you ever heard that phrase, words can hit harder than a fist? Well, it's all those references are pointing to the power of language. Like we have language as human beings, we have language, right? And we can do things with language that most beings can't, right? So if you could harness the creative power of language to serve you, to support you in fulfilling your passion, your destiny, your dreams, will that make a difference for you? Well, it has for me. And the way you harness the creative power of language is through declaratives. Okay? It's through declaring, right? So the second D in defying the impossible has everything to do with you declaring your independence from all the stuff, all the brokenheartedness, all the betrayals, all the letdowns, all the disappointments, all the failures from your past that you hold on to as evidence to get you with. So that's number 2. The third D in defying the impossible is to develop desire. I love this one. Well, think of it this way. If you know how you get when you fall in love with somebody, a Mack truck cannot stop you from finding out what they like, figuring out how to please, figuring out how to compromise, doing things you will never ever do again, right? Well, I'm teasing. But you know when you fall in love with someone, you go out of your way. No one has to tell you to be kind. What if you could fall in love with yourself? I mean, like, what would that be like? Like to develop desire so you allow yourself to be pulled by your passion. See, a lot of us who've had our heart broken by life, we don't want anymore because wanting makes you long for something and you don't want to feel that way, especially if you don't get it, right? But if you develop your desire, when you allow yourself to be pulled by your passion, no one has to tell you anything. You know, what became a chore becomes a blessing. It's a joy for you because your passion is telling you what to do. You don't have to be motivated, you know. You don't have to be inspired. You just allow yourself to be pulled by that thing that you love. And that's a whole different experience for yourself in life and work. Okay? So that's the third D. And the fourth D is design. Who you are for yourself and the actions that are consistent with that version of you. On our teleseminar, we get into when you open your mouth, who's speaking? When you open your mouth, who's talking? Okay? And we'll get into, like, there's 3 different selves that we talk about on the call that are really useful for your business. Because one of those 3 is running your business, is running your love life, is raising your children, and it's not you. Okay? But it's a great way of understanding how to have power when you get thrown into, you start spinning. Okay? So that's the 4th D. And the 5th D, to define the impossible, is do the impossible in your life right now. And we're on the call, we are going to get into how you do that, how you access it. It is a game changer. This one secret, this one key point, this one tool, one of my clients off this one tool closed a $1.7 million deal. From that one, not the, like, look, there are the 5 secrets that we're going over, right? But then there's also on the teleseminar we're about to do together, this is just a small piece. So on that call, we're going to be covering all 5 of the D's that we just covered in detail with little action items you could take into your life. We're going to have that conversation about self-worth and self-esteem and really map it onto you in your life. We're going to actually look at how do you unleash your natural ability to make millions, make miracles, and be proud of yourself. Well, the way you do that, just to give you a sneak peek, is you actually create a crisis to solve a problem. You solve a problem by creating a crisis, but not just any old crisis. You create a crisis that's worthy of your life. And it's stunning when you do it. It is absolutely stunning. And so this, what we've been covering in our time together over the videos, we've only covered like maybe 1/3 of what we're going to get into in the call. So during our Defy Impossible, Breaking the Inner Glass Ceiling teleseminar, we're going to go over the five secrets to making big money and define the impossible in your life. We're going to go in depth into this whole notion of self-esteem versus self-worth and how that impacts your bottom line, how that impacts your money. Okay? We're going to actually go in depth, really, really, really get into how to I always want to forget this one, but how to break through those inner glass ceilings that have kept you safe, small, and stuck. But each one of these, you're going to get like different action items that you can apply to your life immediately. And then we're also going to go into that piece around how to unleash your natural ability to make millions, okay? And how to, really how to turn those liabilities into assets on the spot. So you can create your own blueprint for really soaring in your life. So we've only covered like, what? 1/3 of what we're going to be covering on the call. So don't miss out. You're going to love it. I promise you, it is so content rich. It's dazzling, okay? And I can't wait to be with you, to serve you. I can't wait for you to, to map it onto your life and to take the different exercises and really get the full value of really discovering self-worth as a way of moving through this world. So, happy us! We did it! Yay! Video series done. So this is Dr. Venus Opal Reese, defyingimpossible.com. I love you madly. I can't wait to be with you on the call. It is going to be fun. It's going to be fabulous. And it's just going to really rock your world. So thank you for allowing me to love you. It's a joy for me. And I will see you on the teleseminar. Take care. Bye-bye.